Okie dokie. Yeah, so this game did come out like a couple hours ago. So I haven't seen a thing about it. So we're going in blind, basically. Apart from what I saw of the demo, this is like new territory. But yeah, I'm really excited for this game. I brought it like literally when it came out, and I was like, hell yeah. And yeah, I'm hoping that, you know, we can get decently far. I don't know if I'll play the whole thing on stream. We'll see how it goes. Because like the demo itself was so relaxing. Like, I'd literally put on like some background music and play it over and over, and I was just like, this is so nice. Like, I wish they have, if they do, I want them to add like not like an endless mode, but like just like a zen mode almost, if that makes sense. Okay. Fight or challenge for players seeking a more story-driven thing. And interesting. Oh my god. Okay, wait. So survival is easier. Climbing with your gear and pittance. Progress is saved automatically. Some assistant options are available by default. You can go back in time? That's so OP. Okay, survival is balanced. Climb with your gear and pittance. Save your progress at biovac sites. Or, I don't even know how to, yeah. Assist options are disabled by default. Okay. And then this. How loud is that? So yeah, survival is still balanced, so it's not like harder to survive. You get no pitten and no belay. That's insane. No saves, death is final, that's fair. And then assist options are unavailable. That's like a ramp up. I love how like dramatic it gets as well. Also, that's such like a cool like way of showing. I think we'll just go with medium, I guess, because I don't feel like going too easy and I don't feel like going too hard. I feel like, I don't know, Explorer could be really fun, but I still want a challenge. Look at that art! Oh my god.
All I ever wanted was to touch eternity for an instant. To reach one of those rare moments of bliss, where everything seems in its place and you feel you're part of a whole. Do you know what I mean?
No. Kind of. Do I get to choose, or is that going to be important? The voice acting's really good, though.
Hey, Climbot. Go ahead, answer.
Hey Arthur, it's Chris. Do you ever pick up the phone?
Hi, Chris. Sorry. Look, I've not really got a whole lot of time to chat right now.
Absolutely. Just touching base to say we're good to go here. And I gotta tell you, we're all fired up. Rooting for you to become the first human to set foot on the summit of Kami.
Yeah, sure. Okay.
He does not seem phased.
Gotta go. Just call me back. Come on, Climbot. I'm ready. Let's do this.
The mountain's calling, but even a veteran climber needs a warm-up. Bleh. Reach the highest holds on wall 1 to 3 to learn the basic. I feel like I'm not going to be able to talk today. Okay, so this is basically the same as the demo. Again, I don't know how loud everything is. Let me quickly... because it was a bit loud in my ear, but we'll see. Yeah. Damn, this is a lot to take in. Okay, yeah, so you have like a really dynamic backpack where you get to choose like, I don't know how to explain it. You get to literally choose how you have it. I think you can, yeah, you can shake as well to like make room and stuff, but it reminds me of what's it called? White Knuckle, where I played that a couple of times. But like it's literally so weird to see how like climbing games have some of the best like inventory management kind of things. Barometer, but it's ancient, but it can still more or less predict the weather. Okay, interesting. Highest heights are very bad. Who do it? Perfect for rainy nights. I keep all the pages I want to hold in it. Is that gonna be like the tutorial thing? I don't know. Or is that just like a book? Chalk and water. And then we got pins as well. A lot of things to interact with, that's for sure. Can I... oh, I can read these. Okay. Classified ad for climbing lessons. Climbing lessons structure certified offers junior climbing courses during the school holidays. In groups of 5 to 10, introduce your children to the joys and benefits of rock climbing. Registration by phone. That's kind of cool. So is this like a... I wonder if this is like a area that's been...
Climbot with double wall vacuum insulation that keeps your coffee warm. What are they going to come up with next?
Yeah, you also get one of these, but no, I don't think the specific one. Yeah, not this one. Quicker, slimmer, smarter. Video protection, 4K video calls. Voice assistant. Insulated compartment for beverages. Interesting. Okay. Just a 10% discount on Yukai equipment. The Yukai 6000M offers... I can't read today, I don't know why. Offers bed space for 2 to 3 people. That doesn't look like it could do that, but okay. For climbers spending several days in major routes. Interesting. I wouldn't trust that, but you know. Yeah, we got vending machines as well. I don't think I can buy anything yet. We'll go around and see what we can grab before we try. Yeah, so this little thing is our climbing bot, which I think it has a name in the community, but I have no idea, to be honest.
Wow. I had no idea. That's crazy. She was so young, too.
This reminds me of Life is Strange. You know what I mean? Like the voiceover where they're like looking at posters and stuff. Like, I don't know why, but that sounds really like that. Poster on mountaineering related deaths. Mountaineering community... the mountaineering community has lost another one of its stars. I'm not even going to try and pronounce that name, was taken by an avalanche on Sunday, January 24th. That's insane that they've released this game on the 29th and they've got like dates around the time. I wonder when if this is like set a year before or whatever. I don't know. We'll find out, I think. While attempting to climb the peak of the ancients by the south face, experienced climber, she had just celebrated her 27th birthday. Our thoughts are with her family. That's so sad. That's like weird to just put into a gym, but that really kind of like sets the world of this, I guess. I don't think the posters were intractable like this, or at least I didn't see them. Ooh, so yeah, I think this is the mountain that we're trying to climb, which is like, I think in my head it's supposed to be bigger than Mount Everest. I don't know if it's like supposed to be, but apparently it's the tallest peak in the world, in this world, and we're trying to get to the top.
30 climbing attempts per year on average over the last 70 years. Not a single ascent of the summit. Return rate 40%. Cammy, you are really living up to your name.
Okay. That's 40% return out of 30 a year. I mean, that's still like, what, 12 people? Which isn't the word. I mean, I'm not going to say because I don't know what the average is for like Mount Everest. The Killer Mountain. From the top of its snow-covered peak, Kami contemplates the few humans who attempt to tread its walls, and keeps a body count. The number of deaths of climbers on Kami's slopes continues to rise, sustaining the myth of an ultimate challenge. Ooh, yeah. Okay, cable car tour. A breathtaking view of the valley. I don't know why I have hiccups now. This hurts. Okay, so it's like a cable car to a shortcut. Step out and you'll have 20 minutes to explore the surrounding area, looking for traces of Kami's cave dwellers. Weird, but okay. I guess we'll start. I'm gonna not be great at this, but you know. Yeah, it by default it kind of just like grabs everything and like switches to the next like limb. I don't know. That's why manual limb selection is good. It is kind of hard to like figure out where you're putting everything. Yeah, obviously you can get like really good at this. I probably won't be like anytime soon because holy hell. Where's Wolf Free? This one. Okay, that's gonna be interesting to get used to though. I don't know why it's not letting me do much, but yeah, so you kind of have to like see the like cracks. Why won't you? Okay. Yeah, I know how to stretch game. I should probably turn the music up because it's kind of awkward. I don't know if this is supposed to be like music now or not, but it's just really quiet. Okay, that was a bad idea because I don't have anywhere to put that arm.
Great.
Why did she sound so sarcastic? Is that not a good place for me to put that? Okay. Yeah, so you can place pittons. And that's like really cool. Yeah, and then your climbing bot goes and grabs them. The game automatically selects the best limb to move for you based on the weight supported by each of them. Okay. So, I don't really know if it chooses the one that has the most weight on it or the least weight on it. We recommend playing with automatic selection for smoother smoother and more natural gameplay. God damn. However, you can always hold R1 to choose the next limb to move to the next. Oh, to choose the next limb to move next. God damn. The manual limb controls can be customized. Yeah. That's it for the basics. I believe you can climb the rest of them. And that's like another achievement, I guess. But I don't want to try and like achievement hunt. I can do it another time.
Put up with that entire film crew for a month to make this stupid documentary. Another one of Chris's genius ideas. The perfect opportunity to get some exposure. Yeah, well, he didn't have a camera in his face the whole time.
Screening the documentary on April 12th at 7 p.m., hosted by the director. After climbing the most difficult routes, Ava attempts the ascent of the smooth wall of the Thunderbolt Rock in the Keeblan Desert. A 700-meter high, almost smooth expanse that has never been climbed before. Okay, so we're like one of the best kind of people for this job, right? Looking back at her career achievements, the best feeling of freedom came to me when I exceeded my limitations. How old is Ava then? Because she said the 27-year-old was like really young, so I'm assuming she's older than 27. Or she could be like younger, but I don't know if she was just like empathizing or something. I don't know. Yeah, see, you also get this chest that's like, I don't know how good the loot, I can't remember how good the loot is. We might as well, right? How do I run again? Yeah. Where's number 4? 4A and 4B. Do I have to choose? I mean, I'd rather climb 4B, I guess. Yeah, one or the other. Okay. How do I... There you go. That's not what I wanted to do, but okay. I think it's dependent on what is holding the least amount of your weight. Yeah, because it goes to the next free limb when you don't have it on something. I'm not quite sure how we're gonna...
Almost.
This works. I can feel the controller shaking. Oh, come on. I can't stretch like that. I guess over here. No. I mean, it doesn't really matter, but yeah. Damn. Oh yeah, you can press triangle to like, I don't know. I think it, like, you get some stamina back, but... Can I repel? No. You can just jump down, right? Okay, so we did... Did we do... Yeah. We did 4B. Now 5. but you can kind of like already tell how relaxing this could be, and also how stressful this can be. It's kind of hard to like figure out where you want everything though, because like as soon as as soon as it realizes you're not like in a good position, it starts shaking.
Okay. Focus.
Yeah, I don't really know what that does specifically. Am I able to... Yeah. It is like a bit complicated with the controls at first, but I think it'll kind of have something that you get used to. Oh. I didn't even notice that. I think right would be easier now. I do like that it gives you like different ways to get up, so you can like choose your own routes. I don't really know how we're supposed to do this. Yeah, because you get like really, yeah, you lose your grip quite quickly. Maybe we're supposed to like use this to climb up properly, but I have no idea. One. No, I was so close. I don't really know how you're supposed to do that. I'll give it one more try because I feel like it's supposed to be a learning curve. Yeah, I don't know if that just like slightly saves you or not, but really weird. Can I choose? Yeah. Why am I... Okay, I'm like when you start like getting really like shaky, it's really hard for her not to or to recover. Like, what do you... Okay, can't get up there. Where the hell am I supposed to put my foot? Okay, so it is, you can kind of recover, but it's really tricky to like figure out. It's like a bit buggy with the physics, but it's kind of expected with like a physics-based game. And then we need 7 and 8. Yeah, this one I remember doing. It pissed me off so much. So we're gonna see if I can do it. Like, it's like, oh yeah, it's advanced training, but it doesn't really tell you how to do it. It's just like, oh, you know, you'll figure it out. And it's like, but tell me how this impacts my legs and stuff. Please don't fall, please don't fall, please don't fall. Okay, I feel like they've made that easier somehow. Yep, she's gonna fall. Yep. It's fine. That wasn't the worst. That still kind of sucks, though. See, this one seems easy compared to number 7. I don't... Where is that? Oh, it's a bit higher than I thought. Oh god. Is this grabbable? Is this like safe to grab? Like, it doesn't really tell you what like is better to grab over something else. But again, it's just a really tough learning curve. Come on. Why couldn't you? Okay. I love that she gets like mad at what you do as well. It's like, I know I screwed up. You don't have to scream at me about it. Okay. Again, don't really know how this part is any good, but can I... Okay. Come on. Okay, got it. How do I get down without jumping off? I mean, we did it, so I guess. But jumping off in here doesn't really do much, so. But I would like to not, you know, take damage. Okie dokie. We did all 8, so we get extra goodies. Photocopied map indicating a secret location on Mount Kami. As a promotional strip, honey from Mount Kami, famous throughout the region. Origin unknown. It is said to be harvested by a hermit who prefers the buzzing of insects to the human world. A handwritten note says, "I hear there is a beekeeper hiding around here. Several mountaineers swear that they've seen him. Watch out for bees." I don't know if I know where that is or if it was in the demo, but we'll keep an eye out on that. Last quick audio swiv, because I don't want like the sound to be too off. I'd rather it quiet than too loud, so. And last time I checked, it was about even-ish, so we'll see. Let's start climbing, I guess. Yeah, this is what I wanted. We can... Oh, we can see where we've been? Okay, so that kinda helps. You can kind of see like what paths were like easier, I guess. I don't know. I don't really know how to turn all of this into information yet. I was gonna say I do wish the ledges were a bit easier to see, but then I feel like that's like, I don't want them to be like glowing yellow or something, you know? It's easy enough to see as is, it's just with eyesight as bad as mine. It's just a bit tricky to see, especially with like the bag in the way and everything. It's kind of hard to like make out where your hand and stuff is going. But again, it's mostly just getting used to the gameplay. It's not like a huge issue. Why? Planting pittons regularly will help you secure your ascent, but beware, you have a limited supply. You can only retrieve them when on solid ground. When you plant a piton, you can go off belay in a resting position. You recover your stamina and will be able to open your backpack. I never did that in the demo. I think the only time I used a piton in the demo was at the start for the short tutorial. I can't remember if I actually... I don't think I remembered that pitons were a thing, so... I'll try and remember that they're a thing, because that is definitely very useful. But, again, I don't know if I'm going to remember that they exist. I just love the idea of, like, free climbing in this. I don't know why. Okay, we're gonna have to go a bit more right. I don't think my foot is going where I want it to. I mean, it kind of is. It's just, like, kind of tricky to see if it's, like, actually done what I want or not. Because, like, I do think these games, or, like, games like this, are hard to control. But it is kind of like how Elden Ring is, where, yeah, it's hard to control, but that's kind of the point. Like, that's kind of the whole reason why it's a challenge, is because the controls aren't perfect. Save your progress. Outside of the climbing gym, serious injuries can be fatal. Find a... I don't know how to pronounce that still. Site to save your progress and pitch your tent. You'll be able to resume from this point if you die. Your progress will also be saved automatically at certain points in the story. That's good to know. I know somewhere around here there was like a strawberry bush or something that you could pick. I also have tried in the demo climbing down there, but I don't think the game is, you know, that expansive. But it really, like, what's the word? It really is like a scenery game, which I really like. Like, the art style is really nice, and like, it's not like too complicated. It's a bit of a headache because of like how they do the line art and stuff. It's like a bit pixely, but when you look at the sky and stuff and just the scenery in general, like, it's so pretty. I don't know, it's very what's the word? It's a lot more of like a relaxing game in my head, even though some people would say it's like a rage game, even though it really isn't. Okay. Yeah, so I believe you can collect scrap from your pitons breaking and your and like just finding other pitons in like the mountain, and then you can repair them into actual pitons, which is really cool. I don't know what this is. I think it's new. I think they added it in the last demo update, because I remember seeing this and I was like, I'm gonna ignore that. Okay, so I think that's just like another thing to keep track of. Oh yeah, it's like a codex kind of thing. And then one of the other favorite features that I have is this. So I believe you have to... I don't know if it's like specifically water you need, but I think you have to use water and one other ingredient. And then you can cook something with it. And then you can choose to eat it now. And you have hunger first, and I think that's freezing. It looks like a snowflake. I don't think that was in the demo or needed in the demo. So you have like a warmth meter as well. Which one is store? Ow, I yawned. That hurt. Oh, I did not mean to make everything into raspberry juice. Yeah, you sometimes, like, I still have to get used to it because sometimes I'll just make a whole thing into like one ingredient. But that's pretty good still. That's like a really good like thing. And as you can see, you can find bottles of water. Oh, I didn't use the bloody vending machines. Can I go back down?
Again? Who's it now? Chris? Naomi? Don't pick up. I'll take care of it later.
Oh yeah, I can just drink... Was that a thing? That doesn't feel like it was a thing. Yeah, so I'm assuming it's gonna do a lot where we have to try and climb everything. I mean, it is nice that like we can kind of just walk around as well. Poster about climbing practice. When in high altitude, don't lay off the chalk. I don't really know what the chalk does, I think. I don't know. Used before or during the climb, it provides multiplied grip strength for a couple of meters of ascent. Climbot, even in its older versions, features a compost function that guarantees a stock of chalk right up to the summit. So, like, is that why I picked up dandelions? Because then I can put it into the Climbot and it'll give me chalk after a while. That'd be cool. Mountain is not your garbage dump. Pick up after your after yourself. Obviously, it's like common courtesy, I think, but it's still cool that you see it in this world as well. Okay, it's just the Pika related to hares and rabbits. So, like, they're mountain hares, which is kind of cool. Known for their sharp whistles, may be difficult to spot indeed. They sneak into piles of stones or burrow into the ground. Okay, are we gonna end up hunting at some point? Yeah, so I believe, yeah, this is Tenzin, which is, like, the first, like, area, which we've seen a couple of things for. And I think that looks like the end of the demo where you go up. Yeah, because you have that. Yeah. So I've done this first part a couple of times. But it'll be nice to see how it might be a bit different. Or not, don't really mind. Yeah, it just so happens that all the hiking bloody trails are just closed. I love how interactive everything is. Also, I don't know if you can see that yellow like thing on that roof is a beehive. I don't know if that's what the beekeeper map was saying about. I doubt it, but I've gotten it before and the honey is actually really good, so we might have to go up and do that. But getting to it from below is the most difficult thing ever. So what I did on the third climb, I think, what was it? I went above it to the second, like, landing area, and I I reeled down off the side of the cliff and just grabbed it while I was, like, scaling down the side of it, and I was like, yeah, this works. Yeah, so I get free roam, like, how high can I go? Damn. Okay, so you can get, like, a really good view. I believe this might be, like, the easiest way up, but it's longer. This isn't too bad, it's just, like, a lot of, like, outward rocks. It's more of those. Yeah, so this is like a beehive thing. Blah, blah, blah. And then you can go up here. Like I would get up here and then just like parasail from there and go down. But there's also eggs there, which I don't think I got before. I don't think I saw them. So we might go there just for the eggs. What's that? That's new. Unless it isn't, I might have missed it in my 3 playthroughs for some reason, somehow, I don't know. Honestly, planning a route isn't really how I do. Like, I'll have like a just like way or like direction, and I'll be like, yeah, this works. Wasn't too bad. It's also getting dark already, which is fair, I guess. I don't know if it lets you climb at night, but obviously...
Just passing through.
Yeah, this was also a thing that I loved, is the fact that you can just go up to, like, the wall and there's, like, natural springs and stuff. You can just casually break open, like, holes in the wall for survival, and it's like, oh my god. Obviously, I doubt that, like, all of this is, like, true to actual rock climbing, but I really like rock climbing and, like, the idea of it. Which kind of sucks, because I'm terrified of heights, so... Imagine if I was supposed to, like, be able to, or I was, like, supposed to have a really, like,
Nice.
good habit of rock climbing, and I just ended up with a fear of heights instead. I'm gonna jump down, yeah. I did see the light icon, but I don't know if I need that quite yet. Yeah, so I got the egg. which is good stuff. See what this is. Oh, okay. I didn't even need to climb it. She just did it. Oh, hell yeah. Wait, portrait. Landscape. Can I do photo mode? That's really cool though. Okay, so there's just like break areas where you can get like really good screenshots. As a content creator, I love that. That's amazing. As a a person who just games, it's also really cool. I love scenery in games. I don't know. It's weird to say. I was gonna say I don't think anyone doesn't like scenery in games, but I know for sure there's people who really couldn't care less, which really sucks. I'm like, most of my family prefer scenery in games and stuff, and like most of the friends that I know and like I guess like other content creators that I watch, like a lot of them go on about like scenery and music or you know, like artistic stuff more than the game itself, like the gameplay and stuff. So it's weird to think that there's actually people out there who really couldn't care less about the like artistic styles of game or of the game, because it's a really big like thing for me. I really do like the whole, like, I don't know, it's got a really cool vibe to it where it's just really relaxing. I love that there's its own, like, way of playing, and you can have your own, like, variations of stuff. Okay, there's a save point there. That looks like a rough way up. Yeah, because you could go up here, and there's, like, a plant there. Obviously, I'm not going to go and try and collect everything. I don't care that much, because a lot of it's just kind of the same. Have I gone up here before? There's just an egg. I think I've jumped onto here before from, like, the opposite side, but... Is that just an egg? Because I already have an egg. I'm not like... As much as I would love to get up here to, like, you know, climb and stuff, but I don't think I care for an egg that much, because it was really tricky to get up there that time I wanted to. Which way looks like the easiest? This looks like it has a lot of grabbable points. So that might be like one of the easier ways. That corner is kind of the hard part. That kind of looks simple. This doesn't look too bad, but it's a lot more complicated than just a straight up that's like over here. Because from here you go up, left a bit, up. Like, that's a lot more simpler than going up at an angle and then going left at an angle and then up. Which, with no brakes, by the way, unless you use a pin. This at least has like some spacing, you know? Okay, well, I see like 3 different ways to get up. I think this is going to be our ideal way because it just looks simpler. We are above it. I didn't mean to do this. Get back up, get back up, get back up. I pressed the wrong button. I'm used to it saying Xbox controls, so when it was like square or X, I was like, oh yeah, this one.
Okay, alright.
That also made me jump. Interesting. How do I get back up? Okie dokie. Simple. What time is it in game? Really? Only like 5 o'clock? It does seem really cozy in this. How are the hands looking? Pretty good. We got a lot of stuff. What did I do? I edit. Whoops. Yeah, so we can compost. When you cook it in any way, otherwise raw is not that great. Not only is lots of plant, you might think it stings, but it has a lot of benefits when you cook it. Perfect low flour, edible flour. This one tastes better when cooked. But we'll do. What was the very effective against stomach aches? Very useful as an infusion. Okay. I'm willing to break my bones, scrape every part of my body, but I hope this spray doesn't sting. I hate stinging things. Interesting. That's really like. That's really in depth. Like usually people are like, oh, there's no like character building in this game or something, but like this is really simple and to the point where it's like, oh, she doesn't like stinging things. We know more about this character that we're betrayed as. Portrayed? I don't know if it's, yeah, whatever. Kids can't taste so artificial it never goes bad. Interesting. Interesting. I'm trying to get a sense of what I have. Ooh, we get grip from this. The pinnacle of chemical energy drinks. If it doesn't kill me right away, I feel lucky. Okay. Yeah, I just want to get like a sense of what we have and what we don't have. Let's cook some stuff, shall we? Do we have to add the whole thing of ore? We kind of need hunger stuff. That'll do, I guess, right? Yeah, so, okay, so sometimes they don't take the whole thing. So delicious and relaxing. Okay, that's really good, actually. I love the animations. This is so cool. I got 2 of those. It is kind of annoying that... Can you mix more? How many can you mix? Is my question. I don't know. What time is it? We can still climb a bit more. Yeah. Okay, we're pretty much full. We have a little bit of health missing, but otherwise we're doing well. Hi. Hi, little guy. You're the thing that was said about on the pamphlet. The Pika, I think it said. I like how when I saw the pamphlet, my first thought was, are we gonna do some hunting? Not like, oh, that's cute. There's wildlife. I was thinking too, resource heavy. I was like, we have to use everything we could find. Yeah, because on the Steam page, I saw one of the tags was that it wasn't very forgiving. And I was like, I don't know if we're talking about the same game. Like, it's not exactly... It really doesn't hold your hand, but I like that. Sometimes I don't like it because I'm like, okay, what the hell am I doing? I'm very lost, but... This does it in such a way, where it's like,
yes.
yeah, you know, it makes sense.
So close.
Please don't say that. That's weird. Yeah, like, it makes sense for it to be, like, a learning curve, because it is kind of just what rock climbing is. And plus, it's, like, more of a resource management, which is easier to learn from than most games. Come on, stretch. Thank you. We're on solid ground now. Okay. It is a bit weird to, like, get used to how you have to do things, because I'm unsure of just jumping off onto, like, ground like that, but... Like, I'm not afraid to make mistakes. It's not gonna set me back too much. It's just not obviously gonna hold my hand and be like, oh, it's fine, you can just restart from your last, like, closest point. It's like, you know, you save, you don't... I should probably do a pit in at some point. It's also, like, really good is, like, the pit and stuff, where it's like, oh, you know, you can choose to put down a save point. If you remember, then great. But if you don't, it's kind of on you. I think the slot's getting smaller and smaller for that. It's also kind of weird because I really want to play this off of stream, but it's like more of a story game, and I've never done this before, but I'm very tempted to play my own save file like off stream. Just like I won't go past the point of where I've gone on stream. Why aren't you... We're here. Okay. I was very cautious about that, but we're good. Yeah, so this is where we this is where we ended the demo. Well, they ended the demo. I still want to look around a bit more, but I don't know if I'll get to.
Are you ready for Cammy?
Yeah, so we just climbed basically a baby mountain compared to this. I mean, no, but I wanted to look around. I didn't get to look around. I shouldn't have gone too close. I thought it would have given me the choice to look around a bit more. Look at this pretty art. Oh my god. Really, like, I'm really curious where she actually lives. Because this looks really damn cozy, and I'm kind of jealous. Well, it looks cozy, but she has the sink right opposite of her bed, which doesn't look amazing. Another solo attempt at Cammy, bringing us to 159 reported deaths on the mountain. Damn. You know what else this reminds me of? Slime Rancher. Like, the art in general just kind of reminds me of that. It has, like, that really, like, earthy kind of, like, I don't know, survivalist feel, I guess. It doesn't... I don't know how to explain it.
Play the message.
Hey, it's Naomi. Just making sure you got this before you're too high up. I wanted to say, be careful. You know I always worry. Watch for the snakes, the drops, the loose holds, the cold, your food supply, and so on and so forth. Also to say that I'm always with you, you know? She says from her couch. Anyways, that's all I had, sweetie. Hang in there.
Good thing you don't know about the bears. You wouldn't have let me leave.
I am assuming that is our mother. Or aunt, or maybe sister, I don't know. She said sweetie, so I'm assuming like parental figure. But she also called her Naomi by name earlier, so I don't know if that's... Wake up, climb ball.
Hey, you up? Time to go.
Was it charging? How does it charge?
Could you also pack up the tent, please?
You rely on the bot for that? The
Alright,
tech in this game
let's
is something
start.
I'm very curious about. Okay, this is interesting. I can't turn on a light, so we're a bit in the dark. I am, like, very curious how everything works in this world. This is, like, one of those games I would love a, like, TV series or, like, little animated show of, like, maybe 4 episodes or something, you know?
Good. Just a smidge.
Like, it doesn't even have to be, like, a TV show that is, like, too much. I just want something that gives more, like, world building in these types of games, because the art alone is so nice, but you see the technology and, like, the designs for the climb bot and stuff, and you're like, how does this work? Is this normal? Does everybody have one of these? Is it, like, you know, is this world based on rock climbing? Because it seems very similar to our own, but it seems like rock climbing is a lot more endorsed, at least in this area. Although I don't know if there's like areas in real life or like countries that are a lot more rock climbing heavy. Because I know like places like Canada or like, I don't know, places in general have like more like sport directed like things, so they're like more inclined to have like Canada as their main sport, or kind of the hockey is their main sport, whereas like football and stuff is kind of the main area, the main thing for a lot of the world. So I'm really curious if there's like a place that is like, you know, rock climbing heavy, where it's like normal for people to just casually go rock climbing. Hello, welcome, welcome. We're not too far into the game. I'm doing good, thank you for asking. How's yourself? How far are we? We're not that far. I'm good, good. Okay, I feel like we've chosen one of the riskier paths, but we're doing okay. It's kind of hard to... There you go. That is so cool. Why is it red? That's really ominous. This game is so cool, what the hell? That is so pretty. Is that where we started, like at the training part? This soundtrack is amazing. What, like, the art and the music. Where are you? We're at the start of the game. I think we're just after the training. Yeah, we're literally just started after the training. I am so hyped for this though. Second go you were climbing, now you're walking. Yeah. I think this is just like the opening sequence. Which is very pretty. This is gonna take a while. I wonder how long the game is, like, in total. Oh, whoa. Oh, so because we have the Beekeeper map, we know that it's somewhere around here. Is this your first time playing the game? Yeah, I played the demo a couple of times, but the full game came out a couple hours ago, so I'm playing it now. I'm very interested. Let's see what this has to say. 5 keys to being a better climber. Grip, focus, burst, grit, and temperature. Is this the different effects you can have? Okay, yeah, so grip is... You have better grip, obviously. Focus is... I guess you're able to, like, be more comfortable in harder positions, so you don't, like, lose stamina as fast, I guess. Burst is speed, I assume. And then strength is with, like, resistance to damage, which is cool. And then temperature is temperature, I suppose. Thank you for the follow. I don't have stream labels up. 1 second. I always forget to open it. There you go. We'll be back. Give me a few minutes. Don't worry, you can lurk and stuff, so I'll probably be streaming for a little longer. What time is it? Yeah, about 2 hours more. So don't worry about taking your time missing. Yeah, I can assume a lot of people go missing on this thing. Her car was found at the foothills of Kami, but we have no further news on Anita. A bona fide sportswoman, according... I have no idea what that means. Her absence was reported by her employer when she failed to appear at work. Anita has a slim build and is one... Oh, that's Imperial, isn't it? For some reason, I'm more used to the other... Will you be ending stream soon? No, I think I'll be going for like another hour, so... Kind of depends how lost I get into the game. But no, we're not ending anytime soon. Blah. God. I can't speak today. I don't know why. It's not good. I wonder if we'll ever, like... Would we be able to find these people? Would they have, like, missing stuff on the mountain? Because that would be sick if we could find these, like, traces of these people. Okay, yeah, another trash thing. Is a type 4 mountain. Classified as extremely dangerous, high risk of falls, injuries, avalanches, and strong winds. We strongly advise against attempting any ascent. Kami is reserved for mountain professionals with valid permits. Do we have a valid permit? Okay, so by the colors, I'm assuming it's like safe, risky, dangerous, and then, you know, the worst one. Which is cool that they have different ratings. Again, this solidifies my theory of it being like a... what's the word? Of like a mountain climbing kind of world where like it's like really common. But the fact that the other person also says that she was reported missing by her work kind of makes me think that it's like just normal. Like a normal work like environment kind of thing. Mountain goat. I wonder if we'll see those as well. Up to 4,000 meters. I don't know if it will tell us how high we are. That'd be cool if they were like really accurate about it. This milk is rich in flavor and fat, ideal for braving the cold and altitude. We're gonna end up drinking goat's milk, aren't we? That's not gonna... The common... Pipistrelle? Pipistrelle? I don't know how you're gonna say that. I think it's a bat, isn't it? Small species of bat in the... Not gonna say that. I don't know how to pronounce that. It can be found in almost any habitat, from cities to low mountain areas, and usually makes its home in dark places. Harmless, it may surprise unwary hikers by bursting out of cavities. Are we gonna get jump scared by a bat? Okay. Oh, so does this like... I don't see any bees here. But it's right about the water. That is so cool that you actually get a map of everything. Nothing up there. Something over there. Again, I don't think I'll be picking up everything. But we'll definitely have a look around. We cook anything else? Oh, it went back to clean water. I wonder why it went back to normal. Maybe they have a time limit? Oh, if that's the case, I have screwed up. Yep, they're on a time limit. Whoops, I learned though, so... It kind of sucks, but oh well. At least we know now. Bears may roam on Kami. They are extremely dangerous. Stay alert. Do not carry pungent food. Do not leave waste behind, and never attempt to approach a bear. Are we going to have to deal with a bear? That sounds horrible.